Beneath the surface of the ocean lies a realm as mysterious as it is misunderstood. For centuries, we feared the creatures of the deep none more than the shark. Often painted as a cold-blooded killer, the mere silhouette of a dorsal fin has long stirred panic in human hearts. But this is not a story about fear. It's about connection. It's about trust, healing, and an extraordinary friendship between a man and a shark that endured for 7 years. The man is Anderson, a seasoned professional diving instructor from Australia. For over 27 years, he's made a life teaching others to breathe underwater, to explore the blue expanse off the coast of Navis Beach. He knows the sea like a second home, but nothing prepared him for the bond he was about to form beneath those waves. It started on a calm, sunny afternoon. As Anderson dived alone into familiar waters, something caught his eye. A tiny creature swimming awkwardly, twisting its body in a strange, unnatural way. At first, he thought he had discovered a rare marine species, but as he got closer, he realized the truth. It was a baby tiger shark no longer than 15 centimeters, and it was in pain. A rusty fish hook was embedded deep in its fin. The metal had pierced through soft tissue and caused severe swelling. The little shark swam in loops, unable to maintain balance. Anderson didn't hesitate. Carefully, slowly, he approached the tiny shark, doing his best not to startle it. Gently, he cradled its fragile body and used his tools to remove the embedded hook. As blood diffused into the water, he held his breath, bracing for a reaction. But what happened next took him by surprise. The shark didn't flee. Instead, it hovered. It circled him slowly, once, then twice, as if to say, "Thank you." That day changed everything. The ocean was no longer just a place of work, and the tiger shark was no longer just a wild animal. In the days and weeks that followed, Anderson noticed something astonishing. Every time he dove into that part of the ocean, the young shark appeared waiting. For him, it would swim around him, brush against him, and even rest gently in his arms. It didn't ask for food. It didn't have a name, but it remembered. The shark grew. Season after season, it returned larger, stronger, but still the same. His greeting never changed. Open-mouthed but gentle, playful but aware, it approached Anderson with trust, not instinct. They became an unlikely pair, a diver and a shark. Years passed, and with them came new challenges. One day, Anderson noticed that the shark's body, especially along its belly and fins, was covered in barnacles, dozens of them. These parasitic crustaceans had latched onto its skin, creating a rough, crusty armor that weighed it down and caused irritation. Barnacles can be deadly in large numbers. They reduce a shark's speed and flexibility, making hunting difficult and life miserable. So Anderson made a decision. Just like before, he would help. With brushes and scrapers in hand, he began cleaning the shark's body during each dive. He'd approach slowly, tools ready, and the shark would float calmly beside him, letting him peel away the barnacles one by one. With each scrape, a small piece of suffering was removed. With every dive, the bond between them deepened. What once began with a single act of compassion had now evolved into something far more profound, a form of interspecies care that few could ever imagine. But Anderson wasn't the only one. Thousands of kilometers away, a female diver named Christina experienced something similar. One day, while diving with friends, she encountered a massive white shark, writhing uncomfortably in the water. As she cautiously approached, she noticed a hook lodged inside its mouth. Against all logic, she swam toward it, reached in, and removed the hook with her bare hands. The shark didn't lash out. It didn't attack. It simply stayed, watching her, and then swam a slow circle as if acknowledging the moment. News of such interactions began spreading. One shark became 2, then 3. Others arrived, some with embedded hooks, some with barnacles, crusted along their bellies. These weren't accidents. It was as if the sharks were telling each other, "There are humans who help." Divers around the world started seeing the same thing. Sharks would approach gently, even nudge their mouths forward, inviting help, asking for relief. They weren't monsters. They were wounded beings, reaching out. Anderson began keeping a box of the removed fish hooks. Over the years, it filled. Hundreds of them. Each one once caused pain. Each one now a memory of healing. Then came winter. Anderson, now older, took his boat out again, revisiting the waters where it all began. The sky was gray, the sea quiet. He stood at the edge of the boat, scanning the waves. Suddenly, a giant form burst from the water. It was him, the same tiger shark, now massive, powerful, majestic. For a second, Anderson tensed. But then, the shark didn't charge. It opened its jaws and gently tossed a fish onto Anderson's boat. A gift, a gesture, a memory returned. Anderson laughed. Tears welled up in his eyes. He reached out and the shark leaned in, allowing its head to be touched, just like it always had. This wasn't just an animal. It was a friend. In a world that sees sharks only as threats, stories like this reveal something much deeper. When we offer kindness even to creatures we don't understand, sometimes kindness is returned in ways we could never expect. There are no words beneath the sea, but there is memory, there is loyalty, there is trust, and sometimes the deepest friendships are formed in complete silence.